All right, you're welcome back to my tutorial. Today we are going to be looking at something different from what we did last time. But let me just quickly do a reminder of what we did last. We were able to add a background image to our mobile app. As you can see here, we're able to add a button that will lead us to the next page. Of course, you know that we have two screens here, screen one and screen two. All right. So today we are going to be adding music. As soon as the app opens, a music should be played. Now, before we do that, if we go to the next page, we'll discover that there's nothing that will take the user back to the home page. So we are going to quickly add that to screen two. So let's click on screen two. Then let us align everything to the center and to the center. So I'm going to drop a button here. Now what this button will do is to take us to the next page as soon as this button is clicked. So what we're going to do is to quickly change the text, right? So I'm going to say back to screen screen one, right? So this when this button is clicked, it's going to take the user back to screen one. So let us quickly go to block and apply the blocks there. So I'll click on block, then I'm going to click on this button. Now when this button one is clicked, right, of course I'm going to move to control and say, if I click on control, I'll look for a block that says open under screen name. So if I drag this here, of course I'm not going to say screen one, I'm going to say yes, it is screen one, because we're actually moving back to screen one, so we're going to leave it here as screen one. So that is that. All right, so we have done that. So let's quickly go back to our screen one and do our thing there. We want to add music. What we want to do is for a sound file to be played whenever the app opens. So we're going to need three things. We're going to need a player. We're going to need a button. Now, three buttons specifically, three buttons. So let us quickly go to our media and add a player. So I'm going to drag and drop a player here. The player will not show here because it is a non-visible component. All right, so I'm going to add three buttons here. Right, so let me add the first button and let me add the second button, and I can try to add other buttons. So, but I don't want to say, I want to change this to stop and start. All right. So, in case the user finds the music annoying, the user can either stop the music or start the music again. So, I'm going to click on this button two here, and I'm going to call this one stop audio. Right. This one, I'm going to call it start audio. Again, this one will start audio again. Now, mind you, we're going to program it in such a way that as soon as the phone opens, the music will start playing. So what we're going to do now is to locate our player here. Now, this player has to be fed with something. We have to feed this player with a music file. So go to the source here and add a music file to. We are going to upload and choose a music file. So I'll go to my music. All right, I'll go to my music. Then I will choose. I will choose. I think I have my music. Yeah, music for app. So I'm going to choose music one. So I've clicked on it. Then it's going to be loaded onto it. Now, by the time you see this, now I didn't. I'm not going to click on loop, because if I click on loop, then it's going to keep on playing. So the volume should be set as 50, or you can make it, let's say, 60. All right. So that is that. Now let us quickly go to the buttons and program this music to play as soon as the phone opens. So what I'm going to do is to click on screen one. Now I'll go to block, right? I'll go to block. So when I'm in block, I'm going to click on this screen one is again. I'm going to I'm going to click on this block when screen one initializes. That is when this screen opens. What should happen? I'm going to click on player. I'm going to say call player one to start. Player one will start playing whatever that has been stored in it, which is the music file. Now, this is this button two. Now I call this button two stop. So I'm going back to the block and say when button two is clicked. When button two is clicked, let me go back to the player. I'm going to tell this player to stop it. Call player one to stop playing. So when button three is clicked, button three should start up the music again. So I'm going to say when button three is clicked, now go back to the same player one. I'm going to say, oh, player one, I think you are supposed to start playing the music again. So let's drop it here. So player one will start playing again. So that is how to add music file, and that is how to make it play whenever the phone opens, whenever the app opens rather. And these are the buttons that will make the audio to stop, and these are the button to make the audio to stop and play again. So stop audio and start audio. So what did we do today? We actually added another button that will lead us from screen two back to screen one. All right. We actually we also added an audio button. We also added something that will stop the audio from playing. So watch out for my next video, and I really want you to subscribe. Thank you so much. All right, thank you so much for your patience. Now, here we are going to test the app that we have created. Now, as you can see this button, now this button will take us to the next page. This button will stop the audio that we have added, and this button will make the audio to start all over again. So what we're going to do now is to quickly test this next page button to test if it is working. So we're going to click on next page. Now this will take us to the next page. You can see it is on screen two. Although we don't have anything here yet, we're going to add something there later. Something very, very fantastic. Now, if I click on this uh, back to screen one, this button is supposed to take us back to the home page. It's a little bit slow because of the emulator that I'm using. Okay, very soon I'm going to connect this to an actual phone and make it work. So if you can hear that music, that's now that is the background music that I just added. So if I want it to play again, if I click on it, if I click on start audio, now you can see that the music will start playing again. Now, so this button will take us to the next page. This one will stop the audio. This one will start the audio. And if I click on stop, it's going to stop. So thank you so much. We are going to continue making fantastic app. Our next one will be artificial intelligence application. We are going to put something of artificial intelligence on the next page. All right, thank you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel or click on the like button and share this video to your loved ones and to everybody that really love coding, especially the way out.